Hey guys, how's it going? This is Natinator, and welcome back to Corpse Party Book of Shadows. Now, we're just gonna get right into it. We're gonna go into the second last chapter called Mire. Damn, I'm excited. Wonder who we're gonna be playing this time. Oh. Where am I? The first thing I saw when I opened my eyes was the ceiling of a dark, gloomy room with flickering, uncovered light bulbs. The random bursts of light they shone, ah crap, I don't know how to pronounce that right. Shone, it's gotta be shone, were so dim that they only just barely lit up the wood grain on the ceiling enough to see patterns in it. Ow. The back of my head hurt in the same way it would if someone had just pulled my hair really hard. I couldn't do anything about it though, so I just frowned and waited for it to subside. I wondered if I'd hit my head somewhere. I can't remember a thing. I suddenly realized that my feet weren't touching the ground, and there was a cold sensation all along my back. I must have been lying down on a hard surface. I tried to move, but both my arms and both my legs had gone to sleep, and they wouldn't budge. I'd just have to keep lying here until they woke up. I gave up on moving, and instead just stared up at the gloomy ceiling again. I don't like it. The wood grain looks like a person's face. I knew it wasn't actually a person, but it really did look like one, and he was glaring down at me with a hateful expression. It was creepy. Why does it look familiar? Where have I seen that face before? Ah, that was it. It looked like the Scream, that Munch painting we had studied in class. Munch, what the hell am I talking about? Munch, that's probably how you pronounce it. Edvard Munch, okay. Except this face was screaming in anger. He hated me. I'm really starting to get scared now. If only Big Brother were here with me. He'd just pat my head and laugh and tell me how silly I was being. Oh yeah, where is Big Brother? I was still a little disoriented, but I turned and twisted my head as best as I could to manage to see if I could find him anywhere nearby. Why was I sleeping in a place like this anyway? And why wasn't Big Brother at my side, like he always was? I remember bringing Big Brother his umbrella, then doing some kind of charm with his friends, and then I was in an old school building. And then Big Brother and I were looking all over for a bathroom so I could go pee, and we got separated. Big Brother. Why were we in this school to begin with? Maybe the charm failed and this was our punishment. Maybe I was the one who messed it up. I probably shouldn't even have been there. And if I hadn't asked him to help me try to find a bathroom, we wouldn't be separated right now. I should have just held his hand and not let go. I could have lasted a little longer without peeing. Then we'd still be together. What happened to me after that? That's right. I finally found a bathroom, but when I went inside, there were people hanging in there. Lots of them. I was so freaked out. I went back into the hole and collapsed on the floor. And then I was talking with someone. It was a boy who'd gotten separated from his little sister, I think. He said he'd help me find Big Brother. His name... That's right. His name was Yuuya Kizami. It hurts. It really hurts. Why can't I move? Why? I then realized that I couldn't see my arms. Where were they? Why weren't they at my sides? They were still numb too, so I couldn't feel where they were either. But I tried my best to move them anyway. That sounded like rope. Am I tied up? I thought maybe the reason I couldn't feel my arms or legs and couldn't move is because I was tied up really tight and it was cutting off my circulation. Come on, move. With some effort, I was finally able to move my fingertips. I started feeling everything I could, grateful even for this little bit of reassurance. Yeah, I feel something. Oh. The rope around my wrists had been tied up tight and looped many times over, and with the circulation trickling back into my hands, it was really painful. It hurts! It hurts! I was so scared. It felt like I'd forgotten how to breathe. Somebody's coming! The footsteps were echoing from out in the hallway. They stopped right in front of this room. Big brother? Big brother? I wriggled in place and screamed as loud as I could. I didn't even care about the old splintery rope cutting into my wrists and ankles anymore. Big brother! Big brother, save me! It's Yuka! I'm right here! Save me, please! You shouldn't writhe around like that. The ropes will just hurt that much more. My apologies for the long wait. It's so dark in here, you must have been terrified. God. Episode 6, Maya. Kizami. Are you alright, Yuka? He was looking at me with a caring, sympathetic smile on his face. He seemed to be really concerned about me. Please, save me! When I came to, I was all tied up. You were indeed, and I'm the one responsible for that. I wanted to make sure I never got separated from my dear little sister ever again. Huh? Little sister? You, of course. That's why I had to tie you down, so you wouldn't ever leave me. But why? Kizami, are you joking with me? Why, you ask? What a silly question. I already told you. Because you're my little sister. What part of that don't you understand? I don't understand it at all. I'm not... Well, you are still just a child, so maybe you're simply too young to comprehend. But worry not. Your big brother will tell you all about it. Kizami... We're siblings, after all. We simply have to reach an understanding. His eyes looked like they were staring far off into the distance, like he was in a trance. I'm scared. Big brother, I'm scared. Why was he doing this? Why did he tie me up? And why did he look so happy about it? I didn't get any of it. Every hair on my body was standing on end. I was terrified. Isn't there any way I can escape? The corners of my eyes were on fire. I couldn't stop myself from crying. Tears were flowing down my face like a waterfall. Kizami smiled, then reached out and touched my cheek. His hand was ice cold. It was like there was no blood flowing through it at all, like the hand of a dead person. I've been waiting so long for you to wake up. Now, show me that spark of life. Put everything you've got into it, and cry for me, Yuka. Cry as loud as you can. He slowly and hesitantly took his hand off my cheek, then began walking around me, toward my feet. Then he gently grabbed my skirt with one hand, and drew a knife from his breast pocket with the other. It's showtime! There, just like that. That's the voice I've been longing to hear, and the face I've been longing to see. It's only when one's terror and hopelessness reach their peak that the soul truly shines. I want to see more. Direct more of that at me. Yuka? Yuka, I know you're capable of shining even brighter. Well, don't you worry. Your big brother will help reveal that light. Covered in blood and writhing in pain. True suffering is a far, far prettier sight than this. What's wrong, Yuka? This is no time to rest. The fun is only just beginning. So, why don't you try calling me Big Brother? Big Brother, save me. Big Brother, please, come save me. What are you saying, Yuka? Your big brother is right here. Look, right in front of your eyes. No, my big brother is... The panic and fear just kept getting more overpowering. I think I was hyperventilating. But Kizami showed no mercy. Instead, he reached out and grabbed my neck. Living rabbits really do make far too much noise. Can't breathe. What a thin neck you have, so soft and supple. I can feel your carotid, I know, artery, and your cervical vertebrae perfectly. These muscles, this curvature, so sensual, like it was made for my hand. Is it painful? It must be painful. This is your fault, you know. I'm your only big brother around here. With that, he let go of my neck, but then hastily pulled the knife in his hands right up to my face. He made sure I could see every inch of it clearly, and just held it there, slowly turning it for what felt like an eternity. Have you gotten a good look at it, Yuka? The knife was stained with red spatter marks. No, not even red, just dark. It wasn't a color I knew well, but there was only one thing it could have been. Blood! Oh, this? No need to worry. Kurosaki dirtied it a bit, but it still cuts like new. I was shivering so hard I could feel my teeth vibrating. A chill ran through every part of me, as if I was so afraid that it had actually lowered my body temperature. The chattering coming from inside my mouth was getting louder and louder, to such an extent that I was even getting distracted by it. What a lovely face. My little sister is doing an excellent job, but her clothes are in the way. Ah! Kizami suddenly tore my uniform, exposing my stomach. What's this? Your belly is bouncy like a water balloon. It must be full of guts. He laid the knife blade flat across my belly button, and the sudden sensation of cold metal against my skin sent even more shivers up and down my spine. If it hurts, feel free to scream, okay? There's nothing to be ashamed of. Hmm? That all you got? What's the matter, Yuka? You haven't given up already, have you? Not after I've finally gotten my hands on the little sister I've always wanted. My throat was completely dry. I actually wanted to cry for help, but the walls of my air pipes were sticking together. Breathing was hard enough. Answer me, Yuka. Yuka. I... No. That's a good girl. Now it's time for the main event. Big brother, save me! Fear had taken over. I couldn't hold myself back. I knew it wouldn't go over well and I knew it would hurt, but I forced myself to cry out. Big brother! Big brother! Big brother! Big brother! Yeah. I'm your big brother, remember? Apologize, Yuka. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Now that simply won't do. You have to say, Big brother, I'm so very sorry. Do it right this time. Big brother. My big brother isn't you, Kizami. I'm not your big brother? You bitch. What was that just now? Did I imagine it? Hate me so much it makes you wet yourself. Big brother. Oh, how very interesting. Even in such an embarrassing state, you'll still call out for help from your big brother? Pitiful. You're my adorable little sister, and I'm going to make you feel real good. So there's no need to lie there crying in your own urine. It's pitiful. Pitiful? Did I just look down at this girl and call her pitiful? Why? Why am I feeling pity for her? What's happened to me? The poor girl? How is it that even I can exhibit such useless, empty emotions? Is there still some remnant of potential within a man like me to birth these paltry platitudes? I'm not like the others, and yet, even I... I keep telling you, there's no way my little boy would do something like that. But I'm afraid it's true. Your little boy, Yuuya, brandished a pair of scissors with intent to harm another child. So you're saying this was done on purpose? By the time we arrived on the scene, he was looking down at his own bloodied hand and laughing. We've done everything we can for him on our end. How you wish to deal with him now is up to you. Please, wait! Ah, I couldn't even manage to crush his eye. Ever since I was little, I've been unable to put myself in another man's shoes. I've possessed no sympathy, no empathy, and no respect for life. Slowly but surely, my parents started to see me like I was some kind of devil. They shunned me. They ignored me. They'd focus all their love and affection on my older brother and sister, on my highly successful and generally upstanding brother and sister. Everybody liked them, and I began to realize just how different life was for people who are well regarded. And since my parents had given up on me, those siblings were the only ones who ever looked after me. My brother was practically obnoxious, always flaunting his honest student status, trying to make me into a good little boy. It was sickening. He'd use his standing as my elder to boss me around, and would even follow me to make sure I was behaving. But I did fight back once, back in elementary school. I stood up to my older brother. What the hell are you doing? Yuuya, what did you just burn? It was an animal. Oh, are you mad because it smells? I just killed it now, so it still had some blood left in it. It was gonna smell no matter what. Ugh! Ow! The hell was that for, asshole? I honestly had no idea why he'd struck me, but this was the first time I'd ever been on the receiving end of violence, and I was pissed. And guys, we're already making a good start into this episode. Well, this chapter of the book of Shadows, I guess, yeah. And I'm gonna have to pull it up here. I guess we're gonna find out what happens, like what Yuuya does to his brother in the next episode. So, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I hope that you are enjoying this series. I am so ready to find out what happens next. So, I'll see you guys in the next piece of shit that I upload. And, well, stay tuned for more.